Hello, beautyloving unicorns, and welcome back to my channel and this video where I'm gonna do 3 looks with the Douce palette by Juvias Place. This is a more soft palette. Well, maybe you don't think that, but this palette draws? That's how you say it in Swedish. It pulls, it pulls a lot more pastel than you might think when you look at it. I have a review of this palette and it's up right here. So all of these looks, well, maybe one of them isn't, but they're a bit lighter and not so like in your face. I don't want to use the word wearable, but maybe some of you would use the word wearable, at least for this look. I'm looking in the viewfinder, and also the second look. The first look is a bit more candy, flossy, circusy, but I kind of like that. But yeah, let me know what you feel about these videos. I try to film as many as I possibly can. I do have a whole playlist full of videos just like this one, and I will leave that up here if you want to see more like one palette, several looks. I also have some palettes that I have done several looks with without like doing a specific video like this one. So remember, you can always use the search bar at a channel's homepage if you want to see what the channel has done before. So for example, if you go to my search page and you look at like Juvias Place Masquerade palette, you will find all the videos on my channel where I have mentioned that palette, and that is quite a few. So that is a good tip if you want to find more content for people you like without having to scroll through all of their videos. That was a bit of a tangent, but I have been getting a lot of questions like that, so I just wanted to let you know about that in case you haven't seen it. But yeah, let's get into the looks and start with number 1. This is number 3, by the way. Okay, I'm gonna do a look with this palette right here, and I'm actually feeling like I want to be colorful today, so I'm gonna use the green, the magenta one that's called Custard, and this Creme. So I'm gonna start out with Creme and put that in my crease, and then have this Custard in like my outer V and all over. I think I'm gonna do like this in the outer V and all over the crease, and then just have this one on the lid. And I think I'm gonna do that. I think these two look so great together, so I wanna wear them together. This palette is so much more pastel than what you think when you see it initially. So if you were wanting to try Juvias but you thought that the colors looked too bright, this palette might actually be for you, because it's colorful, but it's not like in your face. It's more of a subtle palette of pastels that you can make bright, but this is actually like a very nice like spring palette. So now that I have that pink in the crease, I'm going in with this Custard, like I said, in the outer corners and into the crease to make it more vibrant before going in with the green. So I have a little bit of fallout, so I'm just getting rid of that. And this is how it's looking right now, just blending the edges with a clean brush. Well, clean, I don't have any product on at least. Just to make sure that it's not too choppy. Although, I have to say, like, this is my standpoint on makeup. I don't need it to be perfect. I don't need it to be Instagram perfect. I'm going out and about in the world. Nobody's gonna come up this close to me and be like, you know what, that edge isn't 100% blended. If I'm at 80%, I'm fine, and it's okay. It doesn't have to be perfect. Remember all of those like perfect Instagram pictures that you see of people with really close-up makeup? For once, they can't go out with that because it's gonna look like too much. And second, like all of that, well, most of it, it's photoshopped. It's made to look perfect. So if you're at like, you need to find like, where am I okay? Where do I feel like I have blended enough? And this is where I feel like I've blended enough. You need to find your own, like, where do you feel like you blended enough? And it doesn't have to be perfect. Nothing's perfect. Perfect is boring. Just as long as you're happy with it, then it's perfect to you. So now I'm gonna go in with this Macarons, the greeny shimmery one, which is very pretty. And I think I'm just gonna, what am I gonna do? I always do that, but I really feel like just cutting it a bit over the crease and just maybe putting a bit under my eyes as well. You know what? I think I'm gonna do that. I always do that, but it's because I love it. So I'm gonna do that. I promise I'll do something else with the other 2 looks. I'm gonna do a halo eye as well, I think. Would you like to see that? Well, you can't really decide because I do, but I think I'm gonna do a halo eye for one of the other two looks. But now, green. And I have noticed that the Juvia's shimmers does work a lot better if you spray them a bit. You don't have to use like an expensive fixing spray. I have this very inexpensive one from Tam Beauty, which is the company that owns Makeup Revolution. You can just like take an empty spritz bottle and just fill it with water. That works too. You don't have to buy something expensive. You really, really do not. This color combo, ooh, so pretty. I don't think I'm gonna go too much above my crease today. I think that's fine. I'm gonna keep it like that. It's looking very pretty, and I hope it's looking pretty when I edit this as well, because this could be one of my favorite looks so far. I'm really loving this color combo, so fun. So I'm taking a little detail brush with a bit more of that purple, and I'm just running that here to make sure that these are not too sharpy. But I actually think it looks pretty okay like it is right now, so I'm not gonna mess with it too much. Just adding a bit more purple. I'm doing some of the purple under my eye as well, and I'm gonna take a bit of the green as well. I think I'm gonna pull in something else and have in the inner corners, because this palette, or maybe that will work in the inner corner, that pinky duochrome. You know what, I think I'll use that one. Never mind. I'm taking the same brush and just putting a bit of the green here as well. I didn't spray it now, I'm just packing it on. So at first I thought I was gonna pull in something else to have in the corners, but I think I'm gonna use Tart, which is this white violet bright duochrome, and I'm just gonna put that in my inner corners. I think I'm gonna spray it a bit so it gets really intense, and we'll see how this looks, because I don't really know if this is gonna fit or not. But I mean, not that I really care about those things, but you know what, that is pretty cool. Isn't that pretty cool? And I always do too much. I know. I love inner corner highlights. But I love inner corner highlights that are different, and then I just do too much. I know. You know what? I am really digging that. That's pretty. I'm gonna do some liner and put on some lashes. I'm probably gonna use the same iconic lights as I always use. They are spectacular, and oh, you know what, before I do that, I'm gonna do my waterline, because I brought this teaspoon out because I thought I would do a green waterline with this, and I think it's gonna be really nice. I really love the gel pens by Colourpop. Oh, this is so pretty. Okay, now I'm gonna do liner and mascara and some lashes. I'll be right back. Okay, so that is the finished look. That is how it's looking when I have some lashes on. Like I said, I have the House of Lashes iconic lights. Really love those. And if you want to know my lip combo, my details will always be down in the description box so you can see what I have on my face. I usually don't put my foundation though, because I feel like sometimes I've talked about this before, sometimes I'll use foundations I don't like because they look okay in studio light, but they don't look okay outside. So I normally don't put my foundations in the description box, because I don't want to lead you to believe that I like foundations that I don't like just because I use them in a video. Sometimes I use foundations that I don't like and mix them so that I can wear them for filming, but when I know I'm not going out, I won't wear them. Or like foundations that I know have a wear time of like 3.5 hours, I'll wear them for filming, and if I know that I'm not going out and about, like now it's 6 in the evening, I'm not going out doing anything special, so I used a foundation that I didn't really like because I know it's going to break down in about 3 hours, and I'm done filming then, so I'm fine. I hope you understand my logic. But yeah, hopefully this video turned out okay, and in a bit you will see look number 2. Okay, welcome back for tutorial number 2. I'm kind of hoping at this point that the settings are the same as it was when I filmed this yesterday, but I don't really know. So I'm gonna use this one again. Shocker, this is a video about this palette. Why am I saying this? Captain Obvious in the building. So I want to use these two and the brown up here. I think I'm going to try something like an halo eye, because I have worn this before off camera. That sounds like I'm really pro, I'm not. And I know that this comes off a lot more icy and light, and actually more like a silver green in, like on the lid than it does in the pan. So I think I'm going to do like a halo eye with those two. We'll just see how it ends out. So I'm gonna ends up. I'm gonna start out with this one, like in the two outer parts of my lid and in the crease, and then I'm just gonna deepen out the outer parts of my lid with this one, the darker one. So I'm starting out with Crepe on like it's a fluffy brush, but it's a bit detailed. This is the Taper Blending E35 by Sigma. It is a really good brush. I love starting out with this. As you can see, this color comes up more pastely on the lid than it does in the pan. That's like the thing with all the colors in this palette, and I kind of love it. Now that I have the foundation down with the color, I'm going in with a more detailed brush, and I'm just packing on a bit more to get it to be really intense in the outer and inner corners. Now moving on to the darker color, which is called Chocolat. It's not chocolate, it's Chocolat. I'm just gonna deepen out the outer and inner corners with this color a bit before going in with that greeny one. So this is what we have right now, and now it's time for me to go in with that Mont Blanc, the icy olive green shade, and I'm gonna put that in the middle of my lid. And since using this before, I know that a setting spray is kind of needed to make this apply to the lid, but then it applies really metallic. Now I'm gonna try and do the same thing under my eyes as I've done like over. So I'm gonna start with the red one, and I'm gonna pack that in the inner and outer corners, and then go in with the brown, and then go in with the green, just like I did before. I'm gonna use a black pen just in my waterline and to tightline a bit, just to make it a bit more dramatic. Now it's time to do some lashes and some liner, and I will do that and I'll be right back. So that's how it's looking when I got some lashes on. I'm sorry if you can hear something in the background, but the washing machine is on. But yeah, that's the finished look. That's the second look with me using the Douce palette by Juvias Place. And if you stay for just one more second, you will see look number 3. Okay, it's time to do the last look with this palette. And today I'm gonna do something totally different. I'm just really feeling this pink. I'm just loving the pink, and I want to show you how amazing this Puffs is. So I am just gonna do a bit of cream in the crease, and then I'm just gonna go in with a pencil like this. This is just a Colourpop cream gel liner in Crybaby, right? Yeah, Crybaby. I'm gonna prime with this and do like a wing. Yeah, I'm gonna attempt that, and I'm gonna fill it in with puffs to get a shiny pink wing. That's the plan. But we're starting out with that Creme, which is the light pink one. So when I reached this far, I'm gonna use the cream gel liner by Colourpop, and I'm gonna draw like in a cat eye, like making it a cat eye so that I can go over this more, like use this like a base, like a primer for the eyeshadow. And I'm using this gel liner by Colourpop because I know that once that sets, it really sets. Also, this is light, so it won't shine through too much to the eyeshadow that I'm using, and it's the same pastel theme. So that's why I'm picking this one, but to be honest, any crayon or pen that looks similar to the color you want to put above will do. So I'm gonna go in with that. I'm just gonna first do the line across like the lid, and then I'm gonna wing it out a bit, I hope. Now that I've set the base like this, I'm gonna go in with the shadow puffs and I'm gonna use a very detailed brush and I'm gonna pack that on over where I put the liner with the fluff flying around. So this is what I'm left with right now, just a shiny light pink wing. So I'm gonna do the same on the other eye and I'll be right back. Okay, so I have done both eyes and now I'm gonna use the same liner just in my waterline, just to get like a cohesive theme-ish. And now I'm taking that shade Creme, which is the matte pink, and I'm just gonna have a little bit under my eyes, just to, in my eye, get some definition under my eyes as well. I'm also using that same shimmery pink in my inner corners, just to get a little highlight there as well. Now it's time to do some eyeliner. I'm just gonna use the tattoo liner and I'm gonna draw a thin line just following my lash line, so it's easier for me to put some lashes on. It also helps define the eye a bit so it doesn't feel so naked. So I'm not gonna be like covering up the whole wing, I'm just gonna do a little bit. After following the cat line to do something like this, I'm gonna put on some mascara and some liner and I'll be back to show you the finished look. So yeah, that's the finished look. This is how it looks when I got some lashes on. That is the third look from this palette. Wait, struggling. This one right here. Remember that the review is up here if you want to have a peek what I think about this palette more than just creating looks with it. But yeah, those are the three looks. I'm sorry if there are some inconsistencies between like the quality between the videos, but if you've been on my channel for a while, you know that I've just bought a new camera and I'm still trying to figure it all out, and I'm doing my best here, people. So yeah, thank you so much for being here. Don't forget to subscribe, the button is down below. I'd love to have you. I do upload quite a lot of videos and I would love to see you in my next one. Bye!